we supposed to follow our king and remain as silent as he is?
You're talking about betraying your brother. You're talking about treason.
What I'm talking about is freedom. Freedom for all Inhumans.
Okay, I'm gonna get onto the problems I had with this. So let me get into those. One, costumes. I already knew what they were going to be. I forgave it long ago. I said I'm just going to ignore it. But it's still the most annoying thing is the Inhumans have these really nice costumes in the comics, but then here it's just kind of leathery. It looks better than the Flash. I'll give it that. And it was still, I don't know. I would have liked the more armored Black Bolt and everything. I guess it's still Origin, so they can don their iconic costumes like at the end of the season or something, because that's the costumes that they have in the comics are their costumes. Like the costumes, you know, the Spider-Man costume and like, or the true Daredevil costume. These are just like proto costumes. But you know how Daredevil got his costume at the end of season 1. They might get it. There's the end of season 1 or the start of season 2 or whatever. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I can't really fault them because not all of them look bad. Karnak's one looks really good. Like it has so much detail in it. It has these really cool clips and everything. But you know, Black Bolt's quite leathery. Maximus is quite leathery. Crystal, a little bit. Medusa's dresses, it's fine, but I would have liked a bit like some of the darker purple. I'd hate those shoulder pads. Yes, I just hate them. I don't. People like them. I just don't. And then Maximus, he has just a bit here. It's like the same material. I still don't like it, but I can't really notice it. Maximus, so I'll forgive that one. But anyway, at the end of the day, I can't really fault them because the X-Men are basically like more popular in Humans, and those are the costumes the X-Men have, and they got like really good scores and stuff from Rotten Tomatoes. So you know, they just want to emulate that success. And you know, at the end of the day, we can't really fault them for that. We can say, you know, go back to what you should be doing, which is these costumes, and then next season they'll do it. But you know, there are many markers they got to try and hit, and they caught one, but it's not the right one for the Inhumans. But it's still what we enjoy for X-Men. Like, if this was released back then, or when I say back then, it was only like the last one with proper black was like only what was it? Well, kind of Days of Future Past, wasn't it? Which was like 3 years ago, or less than that. So if it was released back then, it probably would have been better received, and people would like the costumes a bit more. But I think we kind of realised that the X-Men costumes aren't that great, and we kind of said, okay, can you stop doing that, please? And then they go freaking armour, weird armour shell, and then we go like, no, sorry, that's just worse. But yeah, you know, they've done what they did, and we shouldn't hate them because they did what a very popular franchise did, should we? Because what Marvel does, they look at the previous film studios that have used their properties, like Fox, Sony, and they say, okay, this went wrong, this went right. Let's take what went right, let's do what should have been done right, what was done wrong, and that's our film. And Inhumans said, okay, X-Men, their costumes were in the film, and they were very well received, and they did the job, and they matched the tone of the film. Let's take them, put them in our show, do that. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's how they work. But next season I'll say, okay, everyone hated these, let's completely, you know, change them up. So let's talk about one issue I had with this was it's not an issue actually, but in the second episode, well, between the first and the second episode, I could tell where the divide was. I could say, okay, this is where the first one ends, this is where the second one starts, and then in the second one, I could kind of tell where at least one bit of the 11 minutes that was cut out, the IMAX runtime, but it's in the TV one, I'll get to that in a minute, was taken off because it was kind of very TV editing, like this, that, then that thing. It's just cut. It wasn't a transition like the whole thing has been doing, which is, yeah, you know. But it's a TV show at the end, you know, and that's what TV shows do. But I know it's going to be better in the actual one because they're not going to just cut it like that. Okay, so now let me talk about what I wanted to talk about. It's not a problem, but it is a problem. The IMAX runtime. You pay a premium movie price to go and see Inhumans in IMAX. but then they cut out 11 minutes of the episode out of the IMAX for the TV version, which I think is a bit weird myself. It's a bit strange myself. How you get less for paying. I mean, you get the scope and experience, but you still should get more. Like usually, for example, when you pay to see something in IMAX instead of regular or 3D, you get like more footage. Like this is like standard, and this is okay. This is like standard. This is like the amount of standard footage, not the side, but this is the amount of standard footage you get. Like that. Then like IMAX digital is like that, and full IMAX is like that, and you get that much more. Like it gets cut off, like sliced off, so you technically get more footage. And then some films even say, okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna just take that scene out of the film completely for regular and 3D. If you want the full film, go see IMAX. Some films do that. This did completely opposite, but it's not even regular and 3D. It's TV, which is completely free. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why? If anything, we should get more. Like, how are you gonna encourage people to go and pay to see something when you say, okay, come and pay to come and see something that gets basically the same aspect ratio as TV, and we're taking footage out of it. So, okay, come on guys, come and pay for this. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be out on TV. The TV version is going to have more footage, and it's basically going to be the same aspect ratio. And this isn't a proper movie budget. Come see this. I'm like, it's just stupid. If you do it again, might consider that. But at the end of the day, I think 0%/8% on Inhumans is way too harsh. I mean, first of all, most of the reviews are on the wrong thing. Some people are reviewing season 1 of Inhumans when this isn't even going to be part of the season. It's the IMAX event theatrical release that they literally said IMAX theatrical release Inhumans. Season 1 Inhumans, and people reviewed season 1. Idiots. That's way too harsh. This is another Iron Fist where it's actually a great show, but it's slammed for some insane reason, and then Arrow season 4 gets 100%. Dude. That's a good one. I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes for TV, but they should try and fix themselves so I can, because I'd love to. I trust them for movies, not for TV. So, okay, let me compare to other stuff. X-Men Apocalypse. I'm going to change my review slightly. I'm going to lower it to 6. 6 out of 10. Just think it. I gave it some thought and it wasn't what it should have been. Bryan Singer stepped down. I was too much of a Bryan Singer X-Men fan, but like, Bryan Singer is the best X-Men director. This time he wasn't, you know. He made a mistake. Whatever, you know. Doctor Strange, 9 out of 10. Perfect. Great visuals. Maybe even a 10. I don't know. 9 at the moment. Inhumans, time has come. You are getting an 8. 8 out of 10. I was thinking 7, but 8. It was really good. I loved it. It was kind of movie quality other than the costumes and stuff. And most of it was really smooth, really good. Just a couple of bits that were raw, but then I know it's going to be fixed. And then some stuff I had already accepted, like the costumes. Yeah, whatever, you know. Let's just get on with it. But everything was actually done really well. I really enjoyed this. And it was more story-based, but it was the perfect story. I'm really excited for the rest of it. Maybe when it comes out on TV, when more people see it, they'll realise, oh yeah, okay, it's actually really good. What are they on about? But usually people just tend to listen to the Rotten Tomatoes and the critics and not do anything about it. You know, they're just like, oh yeah, actually, no. Because the thing is, people don't want to like it. They hate the costumes and stuff. They want to slam this. They want everyone to hate it. When it's not even that bad, it's actually really good. Like, seriously, they gave it 8%, I'm giving it 80%. Jesus, that is a big difference. So, please, right, when you go and watch this, keep an open mind and don't be tempted to just listen to the reviews, because they're reviews, you know. You gotta think for yourself. When you do, You may enjoy it, you may not, but there's a great chance you'll enjoy it if you do that. Yeah, you can check out, my older content here. I'll put the other 2 reviews, or other 3 reviews actually, up here, right here, like here, like this thing, here, right here, or something. Will be somewhere here at the top. My next video, whatever it is, whenever it's released, will come here. You can check that out right there. Thank you for watching this little quick review type thing. I might do more. I won't do many more of these. I'll keep it high quality, not like this. So thank you for watching. See you next time on the Playstar channel.